Okay. So hey guys, welcome to my video for today. So in this video today, I'm gonna just spend 30 minutes just do some English stuff. And now I'm gonna go to the Google Meet for having for opening the Google Meet. Actually, the caption which can read my word and my pronunciation, and it can print out the correct one. So now I'm gonna go to actually my YouTube channel for speaking English, and then I'm gonna go to the library to find that file here. Then I'm gonna go to here where it's gonna be 12, 13, 14. So 14, right? So I'm gonna go here, 14. So it's gonna be here. It's gonna be 15. Next, publish. Then it's gonna be 15, right? So it's gonna be 16. 16. Then it's gonna be 17. What? I'm not pretty sure what is happening with this one. I thought that is not actually it can work, right? But actually it can boost up to I think it can boost up to like 3 to 4 videos in once. What's happening? Okay, never mind. I'm gonna do it later. So I just have it over here, so I don't have to worry much about that, right? Now I'm gonna go to you know what? I'm gonna use the paper that I received from Mr. Water. I'm gonna put this pen into my mouth for speaking purposes. Then just read whatever I want. Actually that's what I want, bro. And then it's gonna go here. It's gonna be the 18, right? It's gonna be here. It's gonna be 18. 18. Next. Public. See Wi-Fi. Okay. Now I'm gonna find. Where's that? I'm gonna find. Where is it? Oh, here. This paper. Okay, so that is the silent couple, and about that, you guys already know that, right? It's mostly about a paper that I'm just using it for my speaking purposes. So now, and so now, I'm gonna put this pen in my mouth. Now I'm gonna put this pen inside my mouth. So I'm gonna put this pen inside my mouth. So I'm gonna put this pen inside my mouth to for improving my pronunciation and my English. For improving my pronunciation and my English. Okay, so I started. There was once a young man who was said to be the most stubborn person in town, and a young woman who was said to be the most stubborn woman in town, and of course, they somehow managed to fall in love and get married. After the wedding ceremony, they had a big party in their house, which lasted all day. Eventually, all the friends and relatives could eat no more, and one by one they all went home. The bride and groom collapsed and fought from exhaustion, and the boy sat down onto a big comfortable chair and started to relax. When the husband noticed that the last guest to leave had not shut the door after him, "My dear," he said, "would you mind getting up and shutting the door? There's a draught coming in." "Why should I shut it? You aren't the wife. I've been on my feet all day, and I just sat down. You shut it." "So that's the way it's gonna be?" snapped the husband. "Just as soon as you get a ring on your finger, are you turned into a lady good for nothing?" "How dare you?" shouted the wife. "We haven't even been married a day, and already you calling me names and ordering me around. I should have known this is the kind of husband you turn out to be." "Na na na," grumbled and the husband. "Must I listen to the complaining forever? And must I always listen to the complaining and whining?" asked the wife. They sat glaring at each other for a full 5 minutes. Then an idea popped into the wife's head. "My dear," the wife said, "neither of us want to shut the door, and both of us are tired of hearing the other's voice. So I propose a contest. The one who speaks first must get up and shut the door." "It's the best idea I've heard all day," replied the husband. "Let us begin now." So they made themselves comfortable eating a chair and sat face to face without saying a word. They had been that way for about 2 hours when a couple of ships with a cart passed by and the door open. They crept into the house, which seemed perfectly deserted, and began to steal everything they could lay their hands on. They took tables and chairs, put paintings of the walls, and even rolled up carpet. All through this talk, the husband and the wife remained silent. "I can't believe this," thought the husband. "They've got everything we own, and she won't make a sound. Why doesn't he call for help?" the wife suddenly asked herself. "Is he just going to sit there while they do whatever they want?" Eventually, the thieves noticed the silent, motionless couple and mistaking them for fat wax figures, stripped them for their jewelry, watches, wallets, and cell phones. All during this, neither husband or wife moved or made a sound. The thieves hurried away with their loot, and the silent couple sat through the night. At dawn, a policeman walked by the house and noticed the open door. He stuck his head through the open doorway and yelled, "Oi, oi, what's going on here? Is everything okay?" But, of course, neither husband or wife made a sound. "Now see here," yelled the policeman. "I'm an officer of the law. Who are you? It is your house. What happened to all your furniture?" And still getting no response from the silent couple, the policeman raised his hand to box the man's ears. "Don't you dare!" shrieked the wife, jumping to her feet. That's my new husband. And if you lay a finger on him, you have me to answer to. I won't, yelled the husband, slapping his hands and zooming about. Now go shut the door. Uh, okay, so I'm gonna move to speaking this. Okay, so I'm gonna move to speaking this short story without this pen in my mouth to make a conversion between when I put the pen on and when I take the pen off. When I take the pens off. But first, let me check this one first because I want to publish all the thing on all of the stuff now, and I don't really want to just keep it like that. It's gonna be, I have 6, so it's gonna be 7. Just copy, then go here, go here, go here. It's gonna be 7, right? Next, publish. I just have just 1 or 2 more. That's it. It's gonna be better, right? Okay, so let's do this again. The Silent Couple. There was once a young man who was said to be the most stubborn person in town, and a young woman who was said to be the most stubborn woman in town. And of course, they somehow managed to fall in love and get married. After the wedding ceremony, they had a big party in the house, which lasted all day. Eventually, all the friends and relatives could eat no more, and one by one they all went home. The bride and groom collapsed from exhaustion, and they both sat down onto a big, comfortable chairs and started to relax. When the husband noticed that the last guest to leave had not shut the door after him, "My dear," he said, "would you mind getting up and shutting the door? There's a draft coming in." "Why should I shut it?" yelled the wife. "I've been on my feet all day, and I just sat down." "You shut it. So that's the way it. So that the way it. So that the way it. So that the way it. It. So that the way it's gonna be. Um. So that the way it. So the, so so that the way it's gonna be. Um. So that the way it's gonna be. So that the way it's gonna be. So that. Uh, so that the way it's gonna be. So that the way it's gonna be. Um, Snapped the husband. "Just as soon as you get a ring on your finger, you turn into a lazy, good for nothing." "How dare you?" shouted the wife. "We haven't even been married a day, and already you calling me names and ordering me around. I should have known this kind of husband you would turn out to be." "No, no, no," grumbled the husband. "Must I listen to you complaining forever? And must I always listen to you complaining and whining?" asked the wife. They sat glaring at each other for a full 5 minutes. Um, then an idea popped into the wife's head. "My dear," the wife said, "neither of us want to shut the door, and both of us are tired of hearing the other's voice. So I propose a contest. So I propose a contest. So I propose a contest. The one who speaks first must get up and shut the door." "It's the best idea I've heard all day," replied the husband. Let, let, us, be, let us begin now." So they made themselves comfortable each on a chair and sat face to face without saying a word. They had been that way for about 2 hours when a couple of thieves with a cart passed by and tore the door open. They crept into the house, which seemed perfectly deserted, and began to steal everything they could lay their hands on. They took tables and chairs, pulled paintings off the walls, and even rolled up carpets. All through this talk, and even rolled up carpets, and even rolled up carpets, carpets, carpets. And even rolled up carpets. All through this talk, the husband and wife remained silent. I can't believe this, thought the husband. They'll take everything we own, and she won't make a sound. Why doesn't he call for help? The wife, sullen, the wife silently asked, asked herself, is he just going to sit there while they steal whatever they want? Eventually, the thieves noticed the silent, motionless couple and mistaking them for wax figures, stripped them for their jewelry, watches, wallets, and cell phones. All during this, neither husband or wife moved or made a sound. The thieves hurried away with their loot. The silent couple sat through the night. At dawn, a policeman walked by the house and noticed the open door. He stuck his head in through the open doorway and yelled, "Oi, oi, oi, what's going on here? Is everything okay?" But, of course, neither husband or wife made a sound. "Now see here," yelled the policeman. "I'm an officer of the law. Who are you? It is your house? What happened to all your furniture?" And still getting no response from the silent couple, the policeman raised his hand to box the man's ears. "Don't you dare!" surged the wife, jumping to her feet. "That's my new husband, and if you lay a finger on him, you have me to answer to." "I won't!" yelled the husband, clapping his hands and jumping about. "Now go to the door." So the story is really good, right? I can practice, a lot of pronunciation during the speaking. Yeah, it's pretty good. It should be like that. Pretty good, right? So we have this one. It's 44, right? I'm not really sure. Check it again. 41, 42, 43. So this one's gonna be 44. So the next one is gonna be 45, right? Copy. Go here, go here, go here. Then this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. It's gonna be, I'm gonna pass it over here. Next. Publish. Oh, pretty good, right? Okay, so I have 5 video actually. 16, 17, 18, 15, 16, 17, 18, so it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it correct? I'm gonna check again if it is correct, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's done. So now I want to get back to this one. And now I'm gonna spend time just put this pen. Just put this pen inside my mouth because I need it for my speaking improvement. So I have to do that. So for my speaking improvement. So for my speaking improvement. So I have to do. So I have to do this one because I really want to improve my speaking skill, and I have to do everything in my ability if in order to improve my skills. Although there are just a small chances of succession. Okay, so let's start it. I'm gonna put this pen in my mouth and I'm gonna, go to the internet, find some questions to answer about those questions, and then this is the end of the video. Now I'm gonna go to question to ask. I thought I can, have this when I speak, when I practice this one. Here. So this website Monkey Tap, it is a website for, tapping practice. So I have to like delete, into dial says to how stay some keep over also see them before go how for this will think they good work. That's pretty good, right? Okay. You know what? Actually, I can have more time to read and do whatever I want. I'm gonna say I can read, 2 minutes. Okay, so let's start it. Like the must have moved because without develop workway I can in high place we stand first time on field this turn will do course quite say one would open up make usually during when considered to will only face when people come you some right while only people at public I am will find so what about awareness at man public game person at new around not so have why because order and the ecosystem too. Oh shit. Cái gì bad right? I need to go to 30 seconds. They more good seeing the sign of Congress and while out I will pass the most skill line correct the system possibly is not very bad. I believe so. Let's do it again. They more good in the scene of Congress have been while out 5 weeks will pass the most to line. It's really bad. Because I didn't learn this correctly. Let's do it again. Not a more good additional would have then roll out but we will probably more than still lying resistance possible it never stay home. Oh, really bad. Game bro. They more good seem the no would have changed while I will pass lead more times to rebound. Nothing what's going on. Visual person would be called that you will use the doesn't go further than home or by term possible of with which they govern to break open another program without doing it. You will know you order well little little more usement develop not alcohol on say order household another overhaul with large sense of where after little and after number little from both large where right good with was like and land new again that style uh, still take for they have no most real stay to go So it's pretty good. I'm not really sure if I can improve my tapping skill, but okay, it's pretty cool for me to practice my word, right? 1/2 not 200. Special real now. Well, no. One public as I wonder that we use have bread before one I think how because just on the concave yet how ever nation is corrupt, corrupt new Mars are other things because because one school still now however we love for move world nation like on while to go curve around before the mic year has come was like over have a place for new and the develop tell time frozen have spaceman live Stacy order on I want from sea where all open will like how much foreign how at a place they can order well right now for his right general said many things hand down face go so no again course another turn which another course last year from because you more day on squad now I must say after think liquid use life always be still. However, only run can possible. Impossible. Um, possible place people know they even because feel about feel from when fresh and there was podcast and that also happened from the year of and to order where I write things which wrote around little it back away having to kill this and order. It's not pretty bad, right? It's perfect. I can run process my caffeine still. Well, that's pretty good for myself, right? So just start off, I'm gonna do it every day. And now, I think I just not go here, have some practice. What do I want? Just speak what do I want. And okay, so I think that this is the end of this video for today. I'm gonna move to the French video. If you have time, I have to do it. I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna spend a little time on working with my YouTube channel. Then I'm gonna go to sleep. Okay, so bye guys. Have a good day and have a good night. Bye. So I'm gonna turn up this one. I'm gonna turn off this one. I'm gonna just skip this one. I'm gonna go here. Turn it off.